YouTube. Just going to do a quick video on mouse health and what to do when your mice show signs of injury or cuts. So this white mouse here, she's one of my females and her name's Bunny, and she's actually got a large cut on her back just beside her tail, as you can sort of see there. I'll pick her up and I'll show it a little bit better. So I'm just going to do a quick video on how to treat her cuts. So because Bunny's in a cage with 8 other mice, I'm actually going to take her out and move her to what I call the hospital wing. And it's actually just another cage that I have, and I just put all my injured or sick mice in it. That way they're separated from any of the other mice. Okay, so this is Bunny, and that's her cut there. You can't see it so well, but it's actually really deep, and I'm scared that it's going to start getting infected if I don't separate her. So what I've done here is I've put Bunny in a separate little cage. This way she can be alone, and I can put ointment on her cut, and I can put a little bit of treatment in her water. So the next thing you're going to want to do is get some warm water, and make sure you test it on your wrist to make sure that it's not too hot. If it feels even a little bit warm to you, it's going to be too warm on the cut of your mouse. So I've got a small cup of water here, and I'm going to add some salt in it to disinfect her cut. So I normally use a syringe to apply the salt water to the cuts, but because I can't find my syringe right now, I'm going to use this tiny little measuring cup. You're going to grab a little bit of salt water and gently brush it over the cut on your mouse. So I've put Bunny in the sink, that way she can't get away while I'm trying to dump water over her cut. So now that I've cleaned Bunny's cuts, I'm actually going to use Polysporin. I'm not going to use any with the pain relief. I'm just going to use the original with 2 antibiotics. And you're going to make sure that you only apply enough to cover the cut and not enough that she's actually going to end up licking it off or eating any of it. Okay, so now I've applied the Polysporin to Bunny's cut. I'm going to put her back in my hospital wing, and I'm going to check on her again in a couple days. Okay, so now that Bunny's all treated with Polysporin and I've cleaned her cut, I am going to leave her in the hospital wing away from the other mice for a couple of days, and I'm going to treat her cut every 2 days. So I've added a food dish and a water dish to Bunny's cage, and she's going to be good until tomorrow, and I'll check on her again.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came.